Yeah. You got something.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chakudash. Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone, who were well and in God is truth. Today's lesson, as you see the title, with ships we came, and with ships we leave. So, because what inspired the lesson title, we was going into it a little bit the past Saturday with the bros from Mississippi, a few bros from Mississippi, elders from Mississippi, as well as the elder from Memphis as well. But we didn't really get into. We just got it really into Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. Then the Spirit led it to a different topic, and I just wanted to go into Lord willing. So as it says again, with ships we came, with ships we leave, because we came over to America, to Babylon the Great, with ships, as it says in Deuteronomy 28, which we're going to get, and then as it says throughout the scriptures, we're going to be beamed up into the fathership, into the chariots, and we're going to leave this place, man, and be saved from the impending danger, the doom that is to come to this place, man. So again, with ships we came, with ships we leave. If you got that.
Deuteronomy 28.
Can you start at verse 15 and jump down to 68?
Starting at 15, it says, But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee till this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it said, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's what we're seeing when you read from verse 16 to 68. These are curses that would come upon the Israelites if they would not hearken unto the Lord, which happened. We didn't want to hearken. The Israelites, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, as well as the rest of the Israelites scattered abroad who may look like the other nations, but their spirit, their lineage, their bloodline goes back to one of the patriarchs of Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his 12 sons, and as well as going into Joseph and his 2 sons that he had, which took over, Ephraim and Manasseh, which took over for Dan. But these are curses that will come upon the Israelites, man. And then when we go jump down to verse 68, it's going to show one of the curses that will befall the Israelites. You got it.
Verse 68 says, And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall say buy you.
And no man shall buy you. And it said, what? I shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Because when we was in ancient Egypt, we went into Egypt by foot, and then we went out of Egypt by foot. And then the Lord said, I will bring thee again into Egypt. And then this isn't talking about literal Egypt, man. This is a spiritual Egypt, as you read in Revelation 11 and verse 8, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. So this is spiritually Egypt. And when you go to Exodus 20 real quick, just to show that this is metaphorical and not literal. For bondage, yep. Exodus 22, I am the Lord Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So Egypt is metaphorical and can be metaphorical for the house of bondage, for slavery. And then when you get in, then Tia says, verse 2, I am Yahweh your power, who rescued you from the land of Egypt, the place of your slavery. So this can be likened unto slavery, which happened when it says, Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, I shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, not literally, but bondage, slavery. And this time you're going to go into Egypt by ships, and which exactly happened, man.
And
yep.
That happened to the northern kingdom
exactly,
too.
Yep.
Now, the great thing about the northern kingdom coming over here in ships is that it was peaceful, meaning they wasn't in chains at that time, but they were still slaves of Assyria. They came over here, and then really that's when they began to be put on slave ships with the Southern Kingdom, because they was going through the same punishments just like Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You know, they served captivity over here by the way of, you know, the Spaniards and so on and so forth, but also too, they was also being sent over to Portugal, Spain. They was being sent over to different places to England. That's why you got Gad over there in England. So they went through the same, you know, as the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah. This is the Southern Kingdom, you know, of course, being the head tribe, or, you know, Judah being the head tribe, they got, you know, got it worse, man. You know, all the transatlantic slave trade, they're not going to tell you about about, like you said, you know, Gad, Reuben getting shipped across, you know, to Portugal and all these other places. They just want to focus it in on, you know, the
blacks.
The Southern, the blacks. But, you know, as well as, you know, the Northern Kingdom also was shipped across, you know, the world as well, man. Just like a beautiful point that the brother made, man. So, that's really, you know, what we was going to get for us coming into, you know, coming over here with ships. And now, you know, we're going to go into how we're going to leave by ships. And I'm going to get this real quick, just start it out. Acts 1. And if you got a preset as well, you can get it.
No, I'm gonna wait.
Acts 1 and verse 9. And this is when after Yahushua had been risen and he was with his disciples. And they was, you know, talking to him and asking questions. You know, one of the questions that they asked him is verse, where is it? Verse, Acts 1 and verse 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? They would ask him the question, is now the time that you're going to restore the kingdom to Israel? Because they understood that the kingdom was only for Israel. So they would ask him the questions, and then jumping down to verse 9, it says 1:9, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Now, you know, that it wasn't a literal cloud. It was going into the chariot of the Most High, as we're going, as it says in real quick in Psalm 104, in verse 3, laid the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So clouds, when you see it in the scripture, you know, at times it can be symbolic and metaphorical for the chariots of the Most High. Yep. You know, what the world, you know, calls UFOs, UAPs, you know, unidentified flying objects. Well, actually, they're IFOs, identified flying objects, because we know exactly what they are. They're the chariots of the Most High, the vehicles of the Most High.
Which chariot in Hebrew is marakah, which means vehicle.
Yeah.
So they're the vehicle. That's why, you know, when I was pulling up, you know, if you seen, it was the spiritual hymn, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because during the time, you know, our people here could, you know, were singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Why? Because they know that those are the vehicles. Ultimately, because Jake was a little bit more spiritual.
Yeah.
They know that that's the way that they'll go home. It's by the way of those ships, because those we the Israelites. They knew that, you know. And what was I gonna say too? Oh, and so what I had pulled up was basically it was an AI overview. I didn't post it, like I didn't show, but it was saying that basically it's also referring to Elijah's ascension, which what happened to Elijah? You know, he got beamed up, and so that's what our people are referring to as you know, being said, you know, that spiritual hymn, you know, carry us home, Lord. Basically, that's what our people was waiting on for. You know, but today the elect is waiting on for that in the 1/3, because the 2/3 they through. They don't believe in that.
Yep.
Got it.
So, like you were saying, the Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. Well, what is it? I got the lyrics pulled up. It says, Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry me home. And again, well, because I'm looking up when was it first sung. It was during, you know, the slave around, you know, it says believed to have been sung in the mid 1800s, most likely around the 1860s during the American slavery. So this is when so-called blacks was in slavery. So going back to the lyrics, it said, "Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home." Now, why are they talking about the Jordan River for? Well, if we was from Africa, what's the reason for speaking about the Jordan River? Because the Jordan River, when you go into it, is in Israel, man. Showing you that we're Israelites, man. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you good. You got it.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
And they weren't able to read the Bible. So how do they know about some Jordan River?
Exactly.
Can I get this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said a band of angels.
Yep. It said, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home.
Psalm 68:17, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Just showing, people couldn't read, but they were seeing a band, band, 12 on up. It's innumerable, a innumerable amount of angels. And that follows what the scriptures say. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. And the chariots of God are the so-called UFOs. So our people seen thousands of them. And really, too, that's a way of our people was receiving hope also, too, during the time of hard slavery. See, the Lord just didn't abandon us. He quit dealing with us and sent Son, but he can't forget about Israel because of the covenant that he obtained with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Lord still covenant. Us being in captivity is only for a moment. We're not homeborn slaves. This ain't going to be a forever thing. It's only for a short moment. And we're at the end of that. We're at the end of that eon of Jacob, niggas, Latinos, Spics, niggers, and other bywords that was placed upon us. We're at the end of that.
Exactly.
You got Jacob's trouble, you got the hell to come, but also too, you still the kingdom. It's many verses dealing with the kingdom, peace. You got it.
That's it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I wanted to save it, but I can't save it. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors." And that's us. We're standing in great boldness, telling Esau who he is, other nations who he is, what's going to happen to him. 100 years ago, you couldn't do that. And really, in some form or fashion, it was still being done, but not on a mass scale like how it's being done today. But you had the commandment keepers, you had some form of Israel being put into play, being put into remembrance. You had the groundwork being laid.
Yeah,
but
and as well, Jake, built this country for Esau. Built this country off the backs of slaves, man. Esau didn't do shit. He made the slaves do it, build up his kingdom. So they didn't make no account of our labors. Everything that so-called blacks did, man, the slaves did, they ain't no account. We didn't get no reparations, no nothing, man. And even when because I believe it was the Apostle Tahar going into it about the Emancipation Proclamation about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln didn't do shit for the blacks, man. He didn't do shit for the slaves. He just trained, because when you go into emancipation, it's going to a transfer of ownership. And then he went into how Abraham Lincoln gave reparations for, like, I think today it was $52,000. But he didn't give it to the blacks, the slaves. He gave it to the slave owners because the slave owners were now out of workers. So he gave the whites money so that they could, continue business and so they could get by. But he didn't give nothing to the blacks, man. No, so they didn't help us out, no nothing. They just left us out to dry because they're the wicked. They didn't make no account for our labors. And then even when you look at today, the immigrants that come over here and work your fields day in and day out, laboring, they don't care. Get your ass back over that border, man. Or go to, we're going to send you that, South Africa, and what's that,
Libya.
Alligator?
Libya.
Alligator Alcatraz.
Yep.
Send your ass over there.
And they sending the Haitians, Southern Kingdom, to South Africa or Libya, where slavery is still existed. Which you fucking Ishmaelites, I hate you motherfuckers too. Y'all getting ready to get it too.
Yeah.
Cause right
Pride
behind,
shit.
yeah, right behind Esau is you fucking Hamites and you Ishmaelites. You Ishmaelites always had Jake's in captivity. You know, starting with Joseph, which you know that's a different story because Jacob, not Jacob, his son sold him, and they, you know, well not really sell him, but they put him in the pit. You know, had him took him. But you Ishmaelites, y'all some dirty motherfuckers too, and we y'all gonna get it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we don't feel sorry for what's happening to you in Gaza. We don't give a fuck. Shit. It says, verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled. Because really, I ain't trying to spit off something else.
Yeah.
That really pisses me off. Because you Ishmaelites in Gaza, y'all fucking up over, y'all fucking up, Jake, you know, in Gaza. Because they got their own little area. The Israelite foreigners that's in Gaza got their own little area, and y'all shit on them. You know, so fuck them. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
So they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, which is going into the chariots of the Most High, coming forward to redeem us, as it said in that swing low, sweet chariot, coming forward to carry us home. That's that strangeness of the salvation, man. They ain't going. They're not going. Even they show it to you, man. In that commercial, that Nike commercial,
Yep.
when that chariot beamed up that wind, and then what do he say? The elect. They said they already know. They already showing you. Go ahead.
I got nothing real quick because we going into the strangeness, you know, of the salvation. You know, nobody's looking for that to happen, especially not to so-called Native Americans and the Israelite foreigners. Nobody's looking for that. You know, that's what the real rapture is. When the Lord come back via the so-called UFOs, you know, that's when we really saved. Ain't nobody saved right now. So Isaiah 28 and 21 says, for the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim, he shall be wroth as in the valley of giving, because when he comes, you know, this is not going to be a peaceful moment. For that it's going to be peaceful. But the so-called, you know, UFOs, they're going to be shooting laser beams and beaming up his chosen. So it says he shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act. And so it's going to be a strange act to see, you know, Lord wills us getting beat, you know, damn, those are the sons of God?
Exactly.
You know, why not us? Well, because we done told you, you know, either you're a 2/3 or you're a heathen. That's the only two reasons.
I seen them dropping rockets out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean to tell me that dude that ain't got no haircut in years, that got a scruffy ass beard, he's one of the elect? He's one of the chosen?
He tried to fucking kill.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he get beat up? You know?
That's it.
You know, how they worthy. Predestination. And then it says, I wanted to get something else too. Yeah, I'm going to go back to Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I'm going to get 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this we whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his to be without honor. So there were them guys out there in the cold, in 105, 110 degree weather when it's raining.
Yep.
You know, we counted that to be madness. They make these garments, they made the sign saying America destroyed, gonna be destroyed. So-called
Saturday.
UFO, the who?
On a Saturday.
Yeah, on
Friday.
Saturday, you know. What they talk about, the MOTB, the mark of the beast, being the chip, you know. Them guys, what we counted this to be madness. But it says, how is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints. It says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness did not shine unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. That's when the realization is going to come to part. Like, damn, what we've been preaching and what we've been learning is a lie.
Exactly.
We hear from the actual truth, you know, and then here comes the mission. That's it.
That's it.
Because at that time, we gone. While you sitting here gaze, you know, and we going to the chairs, missiles coming at the same time. You know, it says the righteous shall scarcely, barely gonna make it. You got it.
Same way that the disciples at the time was gazing up at Yahushua when he went up into that cloud. The same way Lord when we're part of the elect. The same way the other people gonna be looking up at us, like they're in the headlights, and then they gonna be stuck. Cause then it's gonna go from them looking at us getting beamed up into the chariot to them looking up and seeing the missile coming and hitting them in their goddamn forehead.
Yeah.
So this is that you said that was it on that?
Yeah.
Acts 1, verse 9, back in Acts 1 and verse 9, and it reads, "And when he had spoken these things while they had beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight." Again, that cloud going to the chariot of the Most High, what the world calls UFOs. "And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which was angels. It says, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up heaven? The same Yahushua which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." So just as Yahushua went up into heaven in a cloud, is the same way that Yahushua is coming back in a cloud, and that's our Savior, Yahushua, and that is the vehicle that he's coming back. The vehicles that he and the other angels are coming back with, to save the elect and to bring retribution and true reparations unto the Israelites, man, starting with the elect. And they're going to destroy the heathen and put the heathen in captivity, destroy America, destroy Babylon, destroy Israel, which Israel is going to be rebuilt back up, and then to save the elect, man. So it says, I want to see what if that word gazing says anything. G1689.
Should say amazed.
It says G1689, emblepo, turn one's eyes on, to look at, metaphor, to look at with the mind, to consider. So it says to consider. So they going, now I want to see what that word consider says. It says think carefully about something. Typically, it says before making a decision. Your decision's already been made, though.
It's already,
you can't do nothing about it. So you're going to be thinking carefully about it. Damn. Shit. So it also says, let's see. That would look attentively to about, to reflect on. So they're going to be reflecting on everything that they thought about up until that point, man. All the people that mocked on you, your family, your friends, your children, if you have any that did that, and so on and so forth, man. Again, man, it says to, what it say again? It says to meditate on. It says to, so yeah, man, that was it. What I say, that first one that I said, I forget what it was. I can't find it either.
Talking about think upon, or to not meditate, to not ponder.
It's basically like ponder.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, that's another word, ponder. To reflect on. That's
to reflect, yeah. That's
to reflect on. So they're going to be reflecting on everything that happened to that point, man. You may even have an individual who tries he sees the men of the Lord, performing miracles during that day, and like, man, I ain't going with him. And you get hit by the missile, man.
Yeah.
Proud ass nigga.
Ooh, hey, since you said pride, let me go back to the Wisdom of Solomon real quick. Because I was gonna read it, I didn't read it, but since you said that, I'm gonna read it. Wisdom 5, and I think it was 5. No, 7. One sec. Fucking phone when it goes slow now. All right, so Wisdom of Solomon 5, and I'm gonna start at 6. Well, it says, "We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it." It says, "What have that profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us?" And so that's the mindset. That's what the mindset of people gonna be like. Damn, everything that, everything carnally, it didn't profit us. Now, like even on up to this time, because it led you toward destruction. And then I got another one real quick. So because we just know how the Lord's going to come back, so His people are going to be like unto Him. So because it said that when he came down, that He's going right back up. You know that that's how He's coming back. So I'm 1 John 3:2. It says, "Beloved, now we're the sons of God, and it does not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when He shall appear, we shall be like Him, for we shall see Him as He is." So when the Lord returns back, and when our bodies are changed in that 1 Corinthians 15, we're going to be like unto Him. So the way that He's coming down, that's how even. And so the ones that's going to be like unto Him, the ones that's called the sons of God, and you got, the other men, women, children, the 1/3, they're going to be beat up and be just like unto the Lord and be gone. New Jerusalem is going to be up out of here.
Yep.
And so that's what you want to hope for, is that, you be a part of that New Jerusalem. Because New Jerusalem is coming right back down also.
That's going to be one time.
Yep.
That's going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity, man.
Yep.
We talked about the way that New Jerusalem, and get goosebumps is talking about it, man. The way New Jerusalem is going, the 144,000, man, going to come down from that box ship. We're going to be in our perfect form, man.
No more of this.
Yep.
Actual garments and crowns.
Down to the foot,
all white or gold.
You're going to be flexing that crown Yahweh going to give us, man. We're going to come down, and then all the heathen going to see us. The rebels going to see us. Everybody that, the Israelites that that don't hearken, scattered around the world, they're going to see us coming down, man. That you're going to have that glow, that vibration on us, man. That's what we want, man. We want that power. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't.
We're not.
Exactly.
Y'all do everything, the money and the power on this side.
Exactly. You have one dude, the dude that left, I believe, IUIC. He said, "I just want to serve Jesus Christ, man. I don't want the power." But when you read in Revelation 2, Revelation 3, it says that I shall give you
power over the nations.
Power over the nations.
Yep. So, what Jesus we talking about, buddy?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Effeminate.
Yeah.
He sounded a little effeminate too, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. I got something real quick.
Yep, go ahead.
Psalm 110:3, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power." It says, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. And so people gonna be willing, because we're gonna be renewed. Like the brothers going into, we're gonna be like in our youth, because of the power. Ain't no more weak bones and knees and arms and eyes. Ain't no more fucking glasses, none of that. Bad teeth, health. That's gonna be done. Ain't no more getting shot, stabbed. Ain't nothing you can't stand toe and toe with the Israelite in that day. I mean, you can barely do it now.
Right.
You can barely do it now. Just imagine when the righteousness, is attached. 100%. So many of our people gonna be willing to that, but it's just gonna be too late, bro. It's gonna have to bow down to the slaughter. The Luke 19:27.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go get this. We're just gonna get a few more. Get this real quick because as we read in Acts 1, it said the same way Yahushua went is the same way He's coming. And as it says in John 14, verse 1, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High. Believe also in Me," as Yahushua speaking. "In my Father's house are many mansions. If not so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also." So Yahushua said, "Hey, I'm going to go prepare a place for you, and I'm going to come again to receive you of myself." And again, how is He coming back? With the chariots, and He's going to receive us with the chariots, man. Beamed up, as it says in Revelation 18:4. Real quick. So we don't be partakers of her sins and receive not of her plagues. Revelation 18:4. "And I heard another angel from heaven saying," I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, ye receive not of her plagues," which is going into us not receiving of the nuclear destruction and being beamed up into that fathership, man. Into the chariots, man. so that we don't be partakers of what America and everybody else who wants to follow after the way of America, the ways of Babylon, are about to be partakers of, man. We don't want to be partakers of that, so we're doing what we can right now through the Spirit power of our son, so beamed up into that fathership and come out of her. So yeah, man. So just as Yahweh Shai left, he's coming back and he's going to receive us unto himself, Lord willing, part of the elect. You got anything else? So that was really the point. I'm gonna get this last one real quick because it came to mind. Jeremiah 16 and verse 15, 13, 14. Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because you still see movies today about Moses and the prince of Egypt. And that's still being spoken about today. So this is showing you that this is a future prophecy that has yet to come to pass, man. Verse 15, but the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands where they had driven them, and I will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. So the land of the north is going into America, man. And so showing you, and it said that, so this is going to be a miracle and a saving that far surpasses what the Lord did in Egypt.
Is Germany the land of the north?
No.
So how do them rats fit there?
Yeah.
How do smart hats fit there? It don't fit there, bro. Y'all not the people, bro.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say that, because this whole time you're reading about the chariots beaming up the Lord's people. And nobody beaming up nobody from over there. It's missiles falling. That's the only thing that's coming from the sky right now.
Exactly.
And that's just facts. Right? That's all I want to say.
And they was placed in that land.
Yeah,
that doesn't surpass what the Lord did in Egypt.
Yeah, they sure don't. Sure don't.
Come on, man.
They don't even talk about that.
Yeah, they don't. You got what? Boy in the striped pajamas? But that's just
with a star.
That's just yeah.
Come on, bro.
I like the movie, but
right.
Cause really it was I think it was I think it was one of the soldiers for the Germans. His son got caught up in it, and he got put into that concentration camp.
Oh, I ain't never seen that movie.
Yeah, I like the movie. It was, we watched it for during school.
For real?
Yeah, for when we would go during social studies and history studies, they put on, that movie during when we went into the HCOS.
Oh, I ain't they ain't do that for us?
Yeah.
No, shit. Damn.
But yeah, man. So just like it said in Jeremiah 16, verse 15, but Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. Then it goes on to say, fishers being turned into hunters, man. So this is what is about to take place in the very near future, man, we believe.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way, we came over here with ships, and we're going to leave out of here with ships.
Mm-hmm.
Which, was the cargo slave ships, but the second ships is going to be those IFOs, the chariots of the Most High.
We came over here on carnal ships, leaving on spiritual ships.
Exactly.
Because what's coming is a spiritual world.
Exactly.
The carnal world going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all.
Come on, so, Lord willing, that was edifying to the spirit, to the fold. And before we end off, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to.
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kodash.
Double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom.